Hey guys, it's Kelsey and I'm back with an Off the Board with Pineapple Papers YouTube hop. So this is the hop where we take some Pinterest board inspiration. I chose a mood board this time, very unlike me. I usually go for either sketches or layouts to scrap lift when I'm looking for scrapbook inspiration. But I love working with mood boards and I was kind of confused why I hadn't pulled my own mood boards yet. So I was just flipping through some that I thought were pretty, and this was one that I had pinned. I have a couple mood boards pinned by now, but I hadn't used any of them. So I thought this was a really good opportunity to get one of them used. And this one had a lot of the colors that I already have left in this kit. It has two-tone grays, two-tone pinks, it had some yellow, so I thought it was perfect considering the scraps I have left. I am almost done with this Jill collection, you guys, so I took the scraps that what I had left and I pretty much just pulled out everything that had pink and yellow on it. I thought about using this gray floral, but I'm trying to be strategic because at this point I'm feeling like I'm only going to get one more layout out of this collection. And I was trying to be very strategic about splitting my supplies evenly so I would have enough for 2 pages. So I looked at this mood board as my inspiration as which colors to pull, and then I decided to pull everything that I had left that was pink and yellow and leave everything else that was gray and green. So you will see that layout. I think it is also today. I also believe it is a real time for another hop. So check that one out. That will be my final layout with this collection. I think there's one more on the last of the month, but that's one I had scrapbooked previously. They're a little out of order this month because of all the hops, but that's pretty much how I strategically space my products so that by the time I get to the last page, I have products that go together, but it's spaced out so that I have enough products to create that final page. So I'm taking what I have left. I have this big band of this light pink floral. I think this is the scrap from the very first page I created with this collection. So I'm going to go ahead and get that on here as this big horizontal base, and I'm trying to create an L type of design. I notice I have a lot of 12-inch scraps left over, so I thought I could kind of weave these together in this L design to create my base for the layout. So I have this big pink horizontal piece. I have some offcuts from that multicolored pattern that I had that you can see. I'm trying to create some horizontal strips here, and then I'll use the other one as a horizontal one just to create this L base. I know I already said that. I have a couple branding strips too. Again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just trying to accentuate this corner of this page with these layers, and that's where my photo is going to go. So right away your eye is drawn to that section, and all of these papers are leading you to the most important part on the page, which to me is the photo. So I got my a whole sheet of this pink striped vellum on here. Here's one branding strip going down horizontally, and then that other one will go up vertically. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm overlapping all of these pieces as I stagger them and put them on the page, so you get this really cool look by the end of all of them overlapping. This one came together pretty quick because, like I said, I'm left with scraps, and after I decided to do this L design, they all layered up really quickly. So I'm going to get all of that layered and glued down. I'm going to mat my photo in just some scrap piece of white paper. I don't know where I went right now. I'm missing. But I'm going to go ahead and just mat that in white just so the photo has a little bit of buffer from all these other layers that are going to be around it. And then I think I'm going to start embellishing. I don't have a whole lot of embellishment left, especially in the yellow and the pink area. I think I have 4 acetate pieces that are the pink plus sign ones, so I definitely want to try and get all of those on this page. I also have a yellow ticket sentiment that says "You are strong," and I know I have a little floral bit that has some pink and yellow on it. That's a little banner, so I definitely want to try and get all of that on there. You can see a bunch of other things to the left there that I'm not going to use. Again, these gray and black and green elements I'm going to try and save for that final page, so I have some embellishment to go on there. So this one I really am trying to focus on the yellow and the pink stuff. So once I get this stuff glued down, I will start working with that stuff. But this photo was from when I was at UGA, and Billy, of course, was in the Guide Dog Foundation for the blind. So he was a puppy and I was his trainer at the time, and we have to do these, I think they were like twice a week meetings or something like that, where we all come together with all these other trainers and and work on specific things, and it lets our group leader or whoever see where all the dogs were, different problems, and give us homework of things we need to work on. So this was a really great distraction meeting, because we decided to have this meeting at a University of Georgia softball game. So of course, dogs and balls and sports, it's a great way to try and keep them listening to you and not get distracted or want to chase after a ball and that kind of thing. And Billy, I must say, did amazing, because we very frequently watch my mom play tennis, and I think tennis is even more of a temptation for dogs than softball is. So he did not have a problem with this distraction. He loves watching sports, and he's very good about not, trying to chase the balls or something like that. But yeah, that was pretty much our meeting. So that was great. Billy did awesome. And I had worn my one of my UGA hats, and so this photo I just thought was so cute because I put it on Billy, and I just have him in frame in front of the softball players as they have their little team roundup in the beginning of the game. But you can see where I'm planning to put these pink acetate plus signs. I was thinking about having 2 of them staggered up there in the upper left hand corner, kind of following that vertical design, and then one in the bottom right hand corner just to create that line of sight running down the page. So I'm pretty sure that's where those are going to go. And then I have the horizontal piece of plus signs running from the photo along the top of that pink piece. So I'm really glad I got all 4 of those on there. You can see I am using the alphabet sheet that came in this collection to spell out crazy skills. I did not have a whole lot of words that I could spell that were relevant, but I loved this title because I thought Billy just did so well with this challenge when there were a couple other dogs. I mean, they're puppies. All of the puppies in our group are under a year of age. And the fact that he just did so well at a sporting event without getting distracted, I was really proud of him. So I thought that title was appropriate. I also have this yellow acetate piece that has all the little dots. You can see I'm really trying to find a spot for it here. I really, really wanted to get that on the page as well, but everywhere it tucked it wasn't making sense. It was being distracting instead of accenting my design. So I decided, you know what, I don't want to put it on here just because it's yellow and I'm trying to use it, so I will use that another time. I do have some enamel dots that are very close matches to a couple of the pinks in the collection, so I decided to do little clusters with my acetate plus signs and accentuate that with 2-tone pink enamel dots, and I really like what that adds as well. I think that draws your eye to those plus sign clusters, but also accentuates it with the pink, and I think that looks really cute. I think I'm almost done. You can see I did get that ticket that says "You are strong" down by the photo, as well as that little banner. I thought that was appropriate because, again, he had to have really strong mental game to do well with this challenge, and he did. So again, thought that was an appropriate sentiment, and it was, I think, my last yellow ephemera piece. So glad I got that on this page as well. Now I'm looking for a pen. I want to do some journaling in the open part of that solid pink paper next to the photo. So I'm trying to find a pen that I think will work well. I was trying to find a slightly darker pink than that paper so that it would be a little bit tone on tone, so it wouldn't be distracting, but that you could read it. I ended up not finding one that I thought worked well, so I decided just to go with white because white shows up really well. At least this white does. This is just the Sakura Jelly Roll white pen. So I'm going to draw my lines with my ruler and just do a little bit of journaling. It just says this month's GDF meeting, which is Guide Dog Foundation, that's just how we abbreviated it, was at a UGA softball game. It was great practice for the pups. And then I just dated it March 2012. And then you can see I also pulled out this mustard pen. And I thought with it being on this white background, I love all the different paper layers going on, but it did just seem a little bit too white, especially in that big corner over there. So I am going to do some faux stitching with that yellow pen. I thought it would help bring in a little bit more of the yellow that's in this collection because this is a very pink page, and it also just gave you a little bit of detail in that empty corner up there. So I'm just using my ruler and just doing some dash marks along the edge of the page, and that's going to go all the way around. And I really like the detail that adds, especially because I just felt like the yellow wasn't as represented on this page, and doing this yellow faux stitching around the outside really helps it all come together. Sorry, there's a huge truck that just rolled past my house, if you heard that. But I think we're almost done, so make sure you check out everyone else who is playing along with Off the Board with Pineapple Papers. Like I said, there is also another YouTube hop today going on, so make sure you also check out that one, which again is a real time for me. I don't think, not everyone is doing a real time, but that one is a real time for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Here are the close-ups, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.